Hello, this is Dario, and I welcome you to my channel. In our last post, we talked about hypertension and high blood pressure, but today we'll be looking at a different topic, which is dangerous foods to avoid if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, hypertension, probably at age 50 and above. Age 50 and above is a mature age, that's a golden age, and we all need to be careful of what we eat, of what we take, and all those things. But many of these things can be treated nutritionally. Diabetes can be treated nutritionally. High blood pressure can be treated nutritionally. Hypertension can also be treated nutritionally. If you take a careful look at humans around age 50 or above or lower, you notice that the body organs are gradually declining in operation, and this may result to high blood pressure and diabetes. So if an individual is diabetic but probably living with high blood pressure or not, such can be managed nutritionally with food items. Or if you want to take the nutritional value, that it means that there are some food you need to eat, which have been discussed in our last video, where there are some foods that are too dangerous also. Alright, now today we're going to look at the dangerous foods to avoid if you have high blood pressure and diabetes or high blood pressure if you are age 50 and above. And I believe as you watch on with the video, you understand and you're going to make a lot of sense from this. Now, diabetes and high blood pressure are common in many parts of the world, especially in America, in Africa, in many parts of the world. And for people who are over age 50, needs to be careful because that's what many of them as age 50, age 60 and above, they need to be careful because that's the age where the operation of the body is in decline. Now, in our previous post, we looked at diabetes type 1 and type 2, which are caused by obstruction of the operation of the insulin, which is situated in the bile. But now, instead of taking drugs, we can actually help ourselves, and so that by avoiding some food substances because they are too dangerous. And so in the main sense, we are going to look at those foods one after the other. And these foods are, number one, excess or excessive fried food. When we talk about dangerous foods that affect people who are over 50 years and above, and people who are diabetic and they have high blood pressure, hypertension, you need to avoid fried foods because it is unhealthy, it is not safe, it causes heart attack, and it aggravates a lot of things. No. Fried foods contain salt, contains sugar, it also contains different types of processing, especially animal fat, oil, cholesterol, which many of these things blocks the blood vessels, and when you take them in excess, then it's not good for the body. So it aggravates diabetes and high blood pressure. So if you are going to take fried foods a lot, and it is not a good one because it's too dangerous for you to start eating at age 50. Either you have diabetes or high blood pressure. Then the next one is excessive processed foods. Processed foods are also worst food or dangerous food as people call it, and it should be avoided like plague. These are food processed with salt because they are prepared with salt and preserved with salt, so we call them processed food. Canned fish, canned meat, junks, and all those. They contain salt, and salt alters the heart operation. Then the next one also, in addition to that, is junks. When you eat more of junk food, fried rice, fried chicken, snacks, meat pie, egg roll, and all those things, at age 50, age 55, age 60, these are dangerous foods. And if you avoid those ones, either you're having the symptoms of diabetes or high blood pressure or hypertension, then you can actually just eat them less, or you do away with all such foods. Junks are prepared from animal fat. They are prepared from salt. They are prepared from butter, margarine, and all those things. Some of them have cholesterol in them, and that is that. The next one is ripe fruit. People who are over age 50 don't need to be eating too much of sugary or ripe fruit. Instead, ripe fruit is better, especially if you have high blood pressure or you're suffering from maybe like other illness like diabetes and no. So ripe fruit of plantain, ripe for pawpaw, orange, apple, pineapple, and all those are usually not recommended for people with diabetes and high blood pressure. Instead, we rather suggest unripe fruits, unripe pawpaw, because they contain no sugar, and their sugar is not that matured, and they are also not that bad. Still, they maintain the vitamins and minerals in them for bodybuilding, for metabolism, for normal processing of the body, and that is that. Many weeks ago, I was at a party and I saw these old men and women of over age 50 eating cakes and all that. It is possible they eat because probably men don't exercise their body. But still, if you are diabetic, or if you have high blood pressure, or you are living with hypertension, and you want to manage it, then you don't need to eat cake, because cake is too dangerous for the health. I tell people, cake is for young people, it's for children, because it contains sugar, it contains egg, it contains salt, it contains a lot of things, So cake also contains high amount of sugar in it. It contains salt, it contains sugar, it contains margarine and all those things, which is bad choice for diabetes and high blood pressure. So I think that then mayonnaise is a no-go area, and it's also classified as dangerous food because it contains fat, it contains salt, and that's why it's been categorized as one of the food that is not recommended for people living with diabetes and high blood pressure. They are dangerous foods which you need to avoid like plagues. Then the next one is sugary soft drinks. Sugar is good, soft drinks is good, but not for people who have diabetes and high blood pressure. I would like you to know that the primary raw materials of soft drinks is industrial sugar. So when you drink soft drinks, it supplies more sugar to the body cells, which put pressure on the bile, and before you know it, it causes a secretion of insulin, and excess sugar in the body also disrupts the heart. And for people living with hypertension, then soft drinks is not a good idea. It's too dangerous. So if you avoid all these things, then I think you are on the right track. Then the next one, which we're going to we're going to talk about now, is alcoholic drinks. Some men at age 50 don't like themselves, in the sense that until something happens to them, until they get pains or something, or they are being hospitalized, before they know that at age 50, 55, 60, 65, they are not supposed to take alcoholic drinks again, only in little amounts, because the primary raw materials of alcoholic drinks is industrial sugar, and the end product is also sugar. So when you take alcoholic drinks, it supplies more sugar than required to the body cells, and that is also dangerous for men and women. And so that's that. Then high calorie foods, yam, cocoyam, bread, cakes, potato, and all those things are supposed to be taken in moderation for people who are around age 50, 55 and above. And for people who have diabetes and high blood pressure, and that is also needed to be taken in little amount, or you just do away with it, because the end product of high blood is also sugar, and so that is that. But another one is barbecue. Barbecue is a reigning thing. Everybody wants to take barbecue. Everyone to be in town and to enjoy life. But barbecue is not recommended for high blood pressure and diabetic. For people who are over 50, 55, 60 and all above, it's too risky. And I think you need to just do away because barbecue also, some of the beef there that have been used to produce it contains some cholesterol in it. And when they are roasting it, they have pepper, they have salt, they have all those things, sauce and all that. So it contains more salt combined with animal fats and others. So that is not a good idea. And so, just in conclusion, just as we discussed, these are the dangerous foods that people who have diabetes and high blood pressure need to avoid, especially if they are over age 50. If I'm going to recap, I said do away with barbecue. Barbecue is not for you. If you have diabetes and high blood pressure, go low on high calorie foods, or go just eat low calorie food. Stop taking alcoholic drinks, or just a little quantity. Shun soft drinks or sugar. Eating mayonnaise and cakes and snacks, joints, all those things have to be avoided, like plain. And because of this dangerous food, if you are taking all these drugs, then try and exercise your body so you can also burn off some of these things. Thank you, and God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for latest updates. Thank you very much.